TA. Hey, Daphne. How are you guys? Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Y'all doing okay? Y'all don't mind my hair. I have no idea. Like, I'm on some Little Orphan Annie kind of stuff, I guess, because this is not what was planned. Hey, blessings. Welcome, love. Yeah, you made it on time today, TA. Cheers to you. You guys hit that like button on your way in for me, okay? I am trying to get me a little energy. Thank you, Daphne. I guess it looks good, honey. I was like, what is this? Y'all hit that like button on your way in. Hey, Erica. You say cute. It looks gorgeous, TA. Look, y'all being too nice right now. I appreciate it. Yours looks crazy. Well, honey, I tell you, I'm not so sure I'm far off that boat. How y'all been? So it's been an interesting time since I got out of school. I had no idea how tired I was. I think I may have been burnt out and didn't know because I haven't been not been able to see. I'm stuttering. The curls ain't curling today. Yeah, I had no idea. Like I have really had to go deep into my self-care bag and just trust myself to kind of get through the day. Erica, I should rock that. Hey, Aliu. Hey, CD. But yeah, it's been different. Okay. So I am, I'm recovering pretty well. Just been doing a lot of grounding, a lot of what they call Florida water or sun water. But I haven't really been sitting in the sun. I've just been making sure it's in a glass and sitting on, hey, yoga mode, sitting on, just sitting it on the earth next to me while I'm earthing. And then after about 20, 30 minutes, I'll drink it. Been going for walks and doing some yoga, some light yoga and some stretching. Just using my vibration plate, just trying to move energy out, but at the same time lift my energy. So it's just been wow. All right, guys, I am excited about tonight. I forgot to check to see, did you guys see the poll? I had texted CD earlier to tell her not CD, Sai, guys. I had texted Sai earlier to tell her about how my hair looked. And she said that she was going to, she said she was going to tune in just so she can see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys did not see the poll. I posted it at 5 about an hour ago. So that is a question about what you guys want to see for story time. So when we get to story time tonight, and I'm going to start early tonight. You guys hit that like button on your way in as well. But I want to know, do you want to hear my thoughts on age gap relationships from various aspects of my experience and from social and psychological aspects that I have studied? Or would you rather know why I don't want to marry again? That's number 2. Or why my main business failed and what to avoid as an entrepreneur. So, thoughts on age gap relationships, why I never want to marry again, or why my main business failed and what to avoid as an entrepreneur. So, put it in the comments and you guys, let me know what you guys think you want to hear. Okay, Daphne, she chose number 2, why I don't want to marry again. So that's 1 for that one. Okay. Joanne chose number 2. Okay. Okay, CD, put your choices there. She put your choices. Blessing says she down for whatever. Oh no, Erica, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, Erica says she wants to hear number 2. So that's the consensus so far. CD wants to hear 2. So, okay, so that's the consensus so far. So that's going to be our story time, why I never want to marry again. Okay. Okay, y'all, hey, look, if you're a person who's like love to judge people, it's gonna be a story for you. You're gonna have something to go judge and gossip about for for ages. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. So, I'm just trying to get a little energy in me. All right. So we can go ahead and start the list. Keanu Reeves, would I consider marrying you? No, because you kill people over your dog. You you got John Wick vibes. I can't date no killers. I can't marry. Well, I probably was married to probably 2. All right. I don't know that they never confessed to actual unaliving people, but yeah, we just have no idea who. Y'all know that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? All right, everybody, hit that like, subscribe button, and you can share the live, okay? The list is open, you guys. And sorry, I'm getting text messages coming in. Yeah, the list is open, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I think TA was here first. I'm not sure if you want it on the list, but if so, I'll go ahead and get started with your reading. The energy has been cleared. I'm kind of not understanding if this is a question. You said Aya said. I'm not really understanding what that is. So maybe make it a little clearer for me, TA, if that's actually a question you wanted to ask. Hey, Ron. How are you, sweet baby? It's good to see you in here. Thanks for accepting the invitation. Oh, okay, TA. You said you were translating. Okay, I didn't quite get it all. Hey, Gandu group. Good to see you guys. Hey, y'all hit that like and subscribe button and share the live as well. And you guys, super chats and super stickers are available. And YouTube has something called a leaderboard. So if you're seeing a little crown and a number by your name, then that means they are rating you according to your engagement here. Okay. Okay, TA, so you just want to know what the spirit is passing through right now? Okay, so they are rating your engagement, and then at the end of the live, depending on, your participation, that includes super chats and super stickers, comments, hearts, like just full engagement, then depending on who's at the top at the end, then you'll get a special prize. Okay. Hey, Aliu. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start. I have smoke going here. Let's go ahead and start your reading, TA. You said you just want to know what the spirit has to say to the church. Okay. So TA and then Daphne. All right, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. The list is still open for now. Hey, Masti. Hey, Puma. All right. The list is still open for now. So hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Share the live. Puma CD is keeping up with the list. So once the list is posted, then you'll be able to see if you actually got here in time to make the list, okay? All right, you guys. So TA, I want you to take a couple of deep breaths with me, hon. So let's see if we can tap in with you, okay? You guys, if I miss your comments, it's because I'm tapped in for the reading, okay? So don't charge it against me. Just know you'll get the same consideration when it's your turn, all right? So this shows up really well in the comments here. I can see this energy of yours coming through. Someone who's very courageous, but also compassionate and comforting and nurturing. Okay. You faced a real test of faith, and you had to set up some boundaries and take a last stand for your soul survival here. Now you're wondering if you did the right thing with that. You're judging yourself, wondering if you moved too harshly when you decided to do that. Then comes the Three of Swords in reverse. You're working towards forgiveness and releasing pain and recovery and moving on. Trying to be optimistic really here. You say, yep, that's you? Okay. Yeah, you're leaving behind a lot of stuff and moving on. You got two cards here back to back that represent moving on and just really a real recovery and transition. And then comes the Page of Pentacles to say that the manifestations that you desire are at your fingertips and ready to come to pass. All right. It's going to require acting strategically though, because you have been a victim of betrayal when you tried to do things before, okay? And that has led to a lot of dissatisfaction and lack of inner joy when you tried to make things happen. Hey there, Walter. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much for this super chat. I just happened to look up and see that. But yeah, Miss Ma'am, if you do decide to really go for it, then your Queen of Pentacles energy will balance out, and you'll be able to really provide financially in a way that you've always dreamed of, and your very practical nature will come to bear here. Okay, you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, this is personal acceptance, and again, moving on. Like you're really, really transitioning into a beautiful period here. There is victory and progress and possibly some public recognition coming, but definitely self-forgiveness, self-confidence, okay? And this is happening very rapidly for you, TA. Very, very rapidly, okay? And this is some new information that may come in as well about how to make this manifestation happen quicker than you would think. It could also involve some air travel here. Okay. Yeah, you just want closure. Well, it's here for you. It's here through self-acceptance, through self-forgiveness and self-confidence. Trying to get it from the person that's just a moot point. Okay, because you've been restless and things have been kind of unpredictable for you from focusing on that situation. Okay. Say you want to travel to Portugal. Okay, that's in the cards for you for sure. Just don't take that need for closure with you. Okay, because it can lead to you being burnt out and pulling you away from your destiny here. All right, because you have the Star card, which means this is your time for renewal and spiritual fortune and just rejuvenation of faith in all the things you want to really bring about. Okay. And then the sun comes out on your behalf. So having the star and the sun, your light is on if you're willing to tap into it. If you are very, very diligent about what you really want and staying connected to your heart's desires, as opposed to anything past or any connection that has not served you well. Okay. But your spirit team wants to manifest and wants to make your manifestations clear and bring them to the forefront very, very clearly, very, very powerfully. They want your star to shine. They want your sun to be bright, the pleasure and positivity that you could have in life, the warmth, the joy, the celebration, the success. They are ready for you to have it if you are ready as well. Okay? So it's just a matter of making the decision and acting on it. All right, Miss TA. Walter, how you been doing, love? You know you be on my mind during the week. Don't nobody tell my mind I be thinking about Walter. Yeah, I was out there grounding this week, Walter, and I thought about you a couple of times and wondering how far you had gotten with that. You're welcome, TA. You're very, very welcome. Very welcome. All right. Hey, Seema, good morning to you. Okay. Hey, Ifajoke. Let's come back and see what we got. You guys don't forget to hit that like and subscribe on your way in. And share the live, okay? And don't forget super chats and super stickers. You can leave those if you want to bless the reader. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. Larry, will you meet your soulmate? I don't know. Are you on the list? Cameron, you say you can't comment? Are you in the right one? Okay, Walter. Yeah, you just keep working at it and keep believing that it's done, hon. I mean, you can't go backwards from working on it, right? All right. Who's next, CD? Hey, Nitin. So, Cameron, if you're in the room, I'm actually not sure why you're not able to comment. Can I see you? What's your handle? Somebody asked me during one of these lives if I'm AI, you guys. Okay, I actually don't see your handle in the comments. I don't know why it's not working. Don't ask me about YouTube, honey. I just work here. I just show up and, and click live and put stuff and next thing I know, I'm here. Okay. You can hear me, so you're here. Okay, I appreciate you, Cameron. Cameron is texting me, you guys. So if y'all wonder who I'm talking to. But look at Random 8, y'all. He has gifted out memberships. That is so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. I wonder who got new memberships and are here. You guys do have that ability to gift memberships and to leave super chats, just like Walter did, just like Random 8 did. Random 8 came way back when not too long after I started this channel, and I was on here just kind of feeling my way about doing this kind of stuff, you know, in just this public setting, because I was doing it privately for a while. And just came in with lots of love and support. And I did a reading for him. And during that reading, he shared his name. And for some reason, it just sank into my spirit. And I've never forgotten it or him since that reading. And yeah, it's like there was an instant connection there with just the support, like the kindness. It was a kindness I hadn't felt in a long time, especially with doing this, you know. I'm clearing the energy, guys, from the last reading. Who's next, CD? I didn't actually see that. Hey, Maria. There is a list working, so apparently the list is closed. You're welcome, Walter. You're welcome. Daphne. Okay, Daphne dropped her question. I didn't see. Daphne dropped her question. Let me go back. Ooh, I told you I don't be knowing nothing. I just be here. I don't see it. Okay, Daphne. I don't see your question, huh? Yeah, blessings. It's weird that they never include you guys in the gifted membership. Maybe it's because you guys are moderators. Maybe it doesn't think y'all need one. I don't know. That's weird for me too. Okay. A general reading, possibly a homeowner one day. Okay, I got you, Daphne. I got you. All right, y'all. Ooh. I can't sing a lick, but y'all know I'm sure gonna try. All right, Daphne, take a couple deep breaths with me, love. Daphne, you got so much spiritual protection around you. Your spirit team sent me to the side door. They ain't letting nobody in. They ain't playing about you. They like, oh, you good. But you got to go around there. Ain't nobody coming in the front right now because we protecting her. I'm like, okay, sorry, my bad. I love that. They funny though. They serious, but they funny. Okay, here comes your Queen of Cups nature coming out early. This compassionate, nurturing, healing, intuitive, caring person here. Just popping off. Things are moving rapidly for you here. Yeah, swift change. Swift change is coming about. You guys hit that like and subscribe and share the live for me, okay? Hey, Gandu. You see? Yeah, Daphne, they funny. Still dealing with some creative blocks though, okay? Yeah, not sure which way to go. as far as the anxiety that you're dealing with. That's why you're in such protection mode. They really need you to feel safe. Here's your your Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, he's Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. This is your love here. Wow. Yeah, he's really been working hard. Okay. Really trying to handle his responsibilities. At the same time, just really trying to love on you. And trying to be your Prince Charming here. Yeah. He really wants to like keep things soft for you. Yeah, here's your spirit team also coming in to say that they're working to bring balance and harmony. They're here to help you find the meaning in everything that you went through. And the Page of Cups is following them, letting you know that the possibilities are endless, like the things that you dream about, you know, are really just connected to your intuition and your sensitivity. This is a good transition followed by, with the Page of Cups, followed by the, yeah, this is great teamwork here. The Six of Swords comes in after this Page of Cups, also followed by the the Three of Pentacles. This is your spirit team at work. This is them helping you to move on and release baggage. This is them just bringing in new life and just helping you build something. This is teamwork, not only with your love, but with your spirit team and building something here. So it is very possible that this could lead to home ownership, because this is a full circle kind of life coming in here. Okay. Here's lack of confidence again, though, with the Empress reversed and the Magician reversed. You just really still dealing with a lot of insecurity and lack of confidence. So, but you don't have to, it's like that your spirit team is saying she prays, but she doesn't trust. Ooh. Wow. Okay, who is that? Maria? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was worried about my hair. I said they're going to laugh at me on this live because I don't know what happened to my hair. But yeah, this is, okay, so you got to stop leaning to your own understanding. That's the first thing. And just trust that everything is good and act from a happy place. Everything that you do has to come from love and happiness. Okay? Because this is unified love here. This is true partnership. This is, again, the Knight of Cups and this Two of Cups. This is, he wants to marry you. He wants to love on you. He wants to support you. He wants to bring only goodness in your life. Okay? But here's your Queen of Swords energy. It's not bad energy. It just can be kind of stern because of your lack of inner joy. Just the way that you speak, okay, can be kind of, a little bit on the hard side. But you don't mean anything by it. It's just that you're not really tapping into that happiness and love before you speak, okay? But yeah, they want a real transition for you. They want an end to this. Your spirit team, this whole timeline, all of this here is just ready. Just ready for you to tap into your joy again. Okay. Yeah. It's been a test of your faith, but weariness and pessimism has been getting the balance. I mean, getting the better of you, but the Nine of Wands comes in to say that just stay persistent and have courage. and just be resistant and make your last stand for happiness. Okay? Just make your last stand for happiness. All right? Okay. Hey, Belle. Okay. Hey, Tammy. So that is your reading. You can definitely be a homeowner with this kind of love and this hardworking man in your life, with this Two of Cups, along with the Three of Pentacles. That is definite teamwork. Okay, that is making dreams come true together. All right. They do not want you guys separated. You were put together for a reading. For a reason. You're very welcome, Daphne. Very welcome. I think it's Erica's turn. Okay. All right, you guys, go ahead and put your, now my boo texting me. Sorry, guys. I was texting him back. He's actually planning a date for us. So he was trying to see if I'm okay with it. Yeah. Now I'm trying to do this without clicking on. All right, waiting on Erica. Okay, so Erica is she's just listening and giving others a chance. So CD, you probably can add someone else to the list in her place at the end, and I'll go ahead. Arthur said, "Try me." Arthur, you got to get on the list. I will go ahead and do Puma Annie. Puma, are you still here? Okay, if you are, go ahead and drop your pronouns. Are you she, her, he, him, them, they, etc.? And what is the question that you would want me to answer for you? Okay. Yeah, Daphne, when I say he's the best date planner. Okay, y'all. I'm going to take a station break while I wait on Annie. Okay. Y'all good? Everybody straight? Or everybody straight, as they say in the streets? All right. No, Erica doesn't want a reading, I don't think. Oh, you do want a reading. Okay. Puma, you just want to know about your future or general reading? Okay. Adventure with Magic, that would be Random 8 who gifted you that membership. And I'm sure he appreciates the thanks. Okay. Erica. Well, Erica, do you mind since I mixed that up, if I go ahead and read Puma and then come back to you? Okay. Tonight's supposed to be love readings, but ain't that many people interested in their love life right now, I guess. Okay. Okay, thank you, Erica. Sorry about that mix-up, love. Okay. I know I already redid those cards. Okay, Annie, go ahead and take a couple deep breaths for me, love. Okay. Have you had any readings recently, Annie? Angry cats, what's that mean? Y'all hit that like and subscribe on your way in and share the live, okay? You said no. Okay, I didn't think so. There's a lot of scattered energy here, though, but I'm going to take all these cards. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is present or past energy. Oh, thank you, Daffany. Thank you so much. That does my heart so much joy. I appreciate that. Just a sweetie pie. And thank you for the hearts and the hugs as well. Okay, Annie. So, I'm not sure if this is an actual patrolman here, cop, security guard, watchman. If this is a real person, possibly a father figure for you. Or if there was a time that you needed protection and you didn't actually get it. And you were hoping You were hoping for that guardian and that protection. Okay. You found it in spirituality, the church. This is Mother Earth here. This is possibly your actual mother, or thank you, Erica, for my goodness. Woo, you guys are blessing me so. Thank you, Erica. So much love here. But this is either your actual mother, or this is a nurturing spirit that came in once you got into this place of spirituality and compassion, and there were seeds sown that were very, very good. Okay. And it really helped you to care for yourself. You became like the driver of your own life and really balanced your emotion and harmony. And you were no longer a slave or worker to the ruthlessness that you had been a victim of. So let me know if I'm on the right track, Annie. If this is actually your reading I'm doing, because there are so many readings in the room, I want to make sure I'm talking to the right person. Hey, Mindy. Doing great. How are you doing? Puma, you say you dream about it? Okay, well, there is more, Annie. I want to build on this, but I want to know if this is actually your life that I'm reading. So does this resonate with you? It looks like it does based on your emojis, but I want to be sure. So this resonates with you, Annie? You guys, if I'm missing your comments, it's because I'm honed in on the reading, okay? You said all of it's true. Okay, good. I'm on the right track. Let's pull some more cards for you, Annie, so we can get a complete picture. So I don't think you've had a reading before, and the way it works with me, your spirit team will give me background on you so that I'll know that I'm resonating with the right person, and also so that you'll know that, this reading is true, okay? It'll connect me to your energy signature, your past, and your present, so that we'll know what's going on with you, okay? Yeah, you really didn't have a whole lot of people who were defending you, and you actually had to do that for yourself. You had to come to a place to where all of the cunning and the things that people did, you really had to make that work for yourself. And you did end up finding a true friend here, a companion, a support system of some kind, whether it be one person or a few, possibly within this group, this church group or religious group of some kind, this spiritual group of yours. Okay, and you began to gain knowledge on how to really care for yourself, how to progress. Okay. So you're in a really good place. Okay, this is you having a real brotherhood and a connection of people who are really willing to go to bat for you. Okay. And you being able to really forge your own path here, just really making and shaping the life that you want. You have really put in a lot of work to build yourself up. Okay, and this is the Lover card. So this is great. This comes with someone, because of all the work that you have put in on yourself and everything that you have set up to have for yourself, Annie. this comes with a beautiful love life. Eventually, this person is coming in. If you have not met them already or with them already, but this is your confirmation that a true love is here for you, okay? Yeah, and it's not something that's going to be complex, okay? You said real energy. Yeah, 100. Yeah, it's not something that's going to be complex. It's not going to be filled with a lot of problems. As it looks like that's what you're used to, like really having to carry the load and the burden in relationships. Yeah, this is not somebody that you're going to have to chase, okay? And they are not, it's not a chase, push and pull, strained relationship here. This is something that's going to be just easy and effortless and connected, okay? So, oh wow. This guy is a boss. He is somebody that really, really knows how to manage life, manage wealth, okay? Invest in the right things in life. He's also a captain. He's somebody that is a leader, great at decision making, okay? Somebody who's objective. He's not going to be judgmental. All right. He's someone that's going to help you establish or be established in like a real home life. All right. You're not going to have to like really be moving around. And he's not going to be somebody that's going to be lording over you, trying to track your every move. You're going to have real freedom in this relationship. Okay. Let's pull a couple of more cards here to close out your reading. Yeah, if you've been interested in being an influencer of some kind, then, this is your call to do that. But you're definitely a trendsetter. No matter what you do, people look to you and they want to know exactly what you're thinking and what your thoughts are. Okay, so the long journey that you've had, wondering what's going to happen next, all of that is over. You can just now relax into knowing that you put in the work and your efforts are about to be rewarded. Okay? And that is your reading, Miss Annie. So would love to know your thoughts here. It looked like you guys are having fun in the comments. I missed it, but this reading was a great one. I really felt great energy here. So I'm very happy for you, Annie. Daphne, you said today's live is hilarious. Well, I'm glad y'all having fun. Okay. You're very welcome, Annie. Very welcome. All right, you guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And go ahead and share the live if you have not done that. That would be great. We are getting ready. We are setting up for Erica now. All right. And you guys know that you can leave super chats and super stickers if you want to bless the reader. All right. Okay. We are going to clear the energy and get ready for Erica's reading. You guys, I'm just going to roll right along if that's all right. Since you guys are having fun amongst yourselves, I'm just going to do my readings. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Miss Annie. You're very welcome, love. Thank you for the hearts, all right? Miss Erica, I'm clearing the energy here for you. And you can go ahead and drop your question in the comment section, okay? Whew. This hair might be cute. Y'all said it's cute, but it's hot too. I wonder, do I look like AI for real? Y'all, do I look like AI? You say, okay, you're blessed. Miss Annie, you said it went true. It was true. Okay. That's wonderful. Yeah, blessings don't be playing. Blessings keep her whip crack. Friendship with E. Okay, you gotta give me just a tad more. You're wanting to know if it's a good friendship, if it's going anywhere. Just give me a little bit more. Now, y'all remember you have to okay, guys. We're only at 15 likes and we're almost at an hour. Are you guys sharing the live? Oh, okay, Erica, I got you. That's good, Blessings, but remember you have to let it run for a little while before you start blocking people so that YouTube won't YouTube will push out the lives based on interaction and engagement. Okay. So I guess we're an hour into it now. They probably already picked up what they're gonna pick up. Okay. It's my cousin texting me. Can't answer that right now. All right, Erica. Now, is E male or female, Erica? Okay, Blessings. That's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, hello. Female, okay. Take a couple deep breaths with me, love. I'm working to tap in, okay? Yeah, y'all in serious no contact. She is really not feeling it. Hey, Aileen. Yeah, y'all hit that like and subscribe on your way in, okay, if you haven't already. And share the live. You guys can leave super chats and super stickers as well. And don't forget, I do offer personal readings. All of the links to everything is in the description box, okay? Erica, these are my new ghosting cards that I created this week. So we're going to see what's up with the no contact. Okay. Okay. So she does it for no reason. Oh, she definitely does it for a reason, okay? She self-sabotages because she has a fear of rejection and she becomes emotionally checked out. But it's not personal. It has something to do with past trauma, is what I'm seeing. Let me pull a couple of more. Yeah, okay. Yes, her energy is very, very, she just goes into these dark places. This says family interference, so it's definitely something to do with past trauma. Yeah, it's not you, so definitely don't take it personal. Yeah, she goes into times where she's not happy. Okay. And you are actually a person that's it's like you're too deep for her. And she needs things to be shallow and surface, because when you go too deep, it makes her think about things, and she doesn't want to really think about it. So she tries to self-sabotage the relationship, but then after a while she fears that when she comes back, you're gonna reject her, even though you never have, but that's the experience that she's had. Okay. And she just checks out emotionally until she gets lonely, and she needs the security that you bring. She asks you why you're so deep. Yeah. Yeah, she gets lonely and she needs the security that you bring, so she comes back. Hey, Joanne. Okay, she's dealing with a lot of loss and grief, especially when you guys aren't in communication. But like I said, she really fears being rejected when she comes back. So she has to get up the courage within herself in order to make that happen every time. Yeah, she can't move on from those past traumas. And it's not just the fact that you're deep, but also the fact that you accept her unconditionally. She doesn't understand why you do that, because she has so little self-love. Okay. You guys hit that like and subscribe, and share the live. Yeah, it's just that she's very conflicted when being around you, okay? And she gets trapped in her own thoughts. So it's definitely not you, love. She just feels too far gone to be healed. Okay, so that left out card tried to come out of my ghosting deck. And here it is again. But it's reversed here. Because she's always felt abandoned, but she never feels abandoned by you. So she really self-sabotages because she doesn't know why. I'm not, you're asking me, should you connect with her? I don't understand what the Jesus-led thing is. Okay. But yeah, she self-sabotages because she can't really understand why you love her unconditionally. Because she doesn't have that same kind of love for herself. And the fact that you're so deep, like you really, really make her think about things as she tries to hide behind. Hey, Presto-Matic, we're just here doing some church reading. She's in the church. Yes. Unfortunately, those are some of the most broken people. Because for the truth of the matter is, Christ/God is an outside concept for them. It's someone and something that they can never reach. So they can't be happy looking outside of themselves for that love to someone in the sky when they never even tap into it here on the inside first. Yeah. And she's been hurting for 30 years. She's been hurting her whole life. You're really the only person in her life who really sees her, and she doesn't know how to handle that. Hey, Zarina, welcome back. Yeah. You say you broke that? You broke what? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, she's just you just have to chill until she's ready to come back around if you choose to accept her back. But this is not probably not something that's gonna fix itself anytime in the near future because she is so steeped in that. You're really just going to have to keep asking her the deep questions and challenging that fear that she has, but not in a way that's overbearing, but just by being yourself. Hey, Iris, you just keep showing up as you, and that challenges that fear that she has, and perhaps one day she will have an awakening. Okay. But you don't have to accept her back, because you don't have to accept people, who aren't doing the work. They just want you there when they need you. And then when it's too much for them, they dip and you left wondering, after having your energy siphoned and making, opening your heart to reestablish that connection. It's completely up to you, whether or not you want to keep doing that. But she is waiting for the time when you say, no, I'm not doing that no more. That's that fear of rejection. But at the same time, the self-sabotage is, I'm going to keep doing it so she will leave me alone and she won't accept me anymore. That way I can say she abandoned me and I didn't abandon, I didn't have to wait around for her abandoning me. It was a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all it is. It's that fear of abandonment type attachment style. You say yes, that's how you feel. Yeah, it's definitely up to you, love. Hey, Ojirka. Presto-matic, you say you feel fear a lot. The only thing that casts out fear is love. You can try courage. Courage doesn't cast out fear. What courage does is it gives you the strength you need to act in the face of fear. But love itself casts out or pushes away fear or rejects fear or, puts it out of the orbit and out of the atmosphere. Because where love is, where light is, things like fear can exist. Okay. So that's why another reason, hey, Robin, that's another reason why I preach self-love all the time, because that's the root. That's where it starts. That's where all of the light that you need in your life springs from. And you can be authentic and you can be courageous and you can be true and you can be all the things that are high vibrational once you build and tap into that self-love and keep growing it. Okay. Aileen, you say you have the same problem with your daughter. You guys hit the like and hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and share the live, okay? All right. Erica, that's your reading, sweetheart. You're very welcome. All right. Let's see who's next on the list. I don't know where the list is. Where is the list? You guys, you can leave super chats and super stickers as well. Okay, Aliu, you still in the room? You ready for your reading now, love? Okay, you guys, remember the top, the person who has the top engagement tonight gets a special, not including the, not including the moderators. You get a special gift, okay? It's not nothing drastic or dramatic, so don't be looking for that. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you now. I ain't got nothing drastic and dramatic for you, but you will be rewarded for engaging. Okay. All right. I am rating on Aliu. Okay, you said you need the card, right? What's your question? TA, you said CD stole your spot. What spot? Oh, your top spot. Blessings, what you laughing at? Aliu, you need the card. I don't drop me a like a question, like what you want to know. You guys hit that like button, hit that share, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Just double tap, hit that like if you haven't, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm here on Sundays and Wednesdays every week at 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm here every first and third Friday at 6 p.m. for our VIP night. And that's where members get priority on our one card pull rapid fire. And then we also do other fun things like pick a card readings and stuff like that. So if you want to become a member, it's very, very low cost. It's only $2.99 a month. And you get an extra night, 2 nights, an extra live 2 nights a week. 2 nights a month, okay? You just want a general reading, Aliu? Okay. All right. Hey, Iris. Yeah. Aliu, take a couple of deep breaths for me. Just breathe deep a couple times so I can tap into your energy, okay? I keep hearing this word fender. Fender. Do you know what that means? Did you have a wreck, like a fender bender? Aliu? Erica, you're at the number 1 spot. You knock somebody off their throne. Yeah, I'm doing that now, Aliu. I'm asking you, did something happen where like you maybe had to go to court or something legal happened for you? You guys keep those comments coming. Keep those likes and subscribes coming as well. Aliu. Okay. Well, it looks like there was something that occurred. There was some dishonesty, possibly having to go to court for something. But there was somebody that really caused some sort of problem where they are guilty and refuse to take accountability and facing some sort of punishment, but it caused you to have to balance multiple decisions here and caused lots of delays. Okay. You really had to take inspired action here and regain energy to try to fix this. But you've really been on edge and had lack of motivation, lack of purpose, just a lot of confusion. You don't know what it means? Well, honey, I don't either. But then your strength returned. What's your first language? Are you understand? Is it a language barrier that you don't know what it means? Nothing legal happened to you? Well, there was something that happened that it was very unfair. Okay? And there was somebody that was dishonest. And they're facing a lot of guilt. Okay? But you've come through with a lot of strength and courage after going through this cycle of trying to recover from that. But you have the Hermit right after the Strength card, and this Hermit is reversed. So you've just been kind of up and down trying to find your way here. Lots of isolation and loneliness after gaining courage. Okay, and then here comes the Emperor along with the Knight of Wands. So this is a lot of protection and structure coming in to balance things out. Yeah. And renewal. Just really being in a good meditative state and relaxing into the change that's coming about. So things are balancing out. There's still some disagreements and strife, but you will be able to rest and relax regardless of that. Okay? Your spirit is being renewed. Yeah, there's a sudden change here. You can remember now. Okay. Yeah, there's a sudden change coming. And it came and it brought a lot of confusion. There's a lot of conflict and rivalry. But your soul is being renewed in the sense that you will be able to handle whatever comes, and you'll be able to overcome what has happened. Hey, Bhavini. Yeah, but it's a lot of back and forth. A lot of this is out of your control, which is why you need this recuperation and this relaxation, this meditative mind state, because you don't really have any control over what's going on here outside of yourself. This is all in someone else's hands, which is why there's so much conflict and rivalry here. A lot of strife and tension. So it's just a renewing of your mind. Yeah. That there's going to be an improvement in this, like your spirit. That's what I keep seeing. Just an improvement in your spirit, your balance, how you handle these emotions and the things that are coming up. Okay? Because the tension and the broken communication, the disharmony is not changing. It's you that's changing. Yeah. It's you that's changing from the inside out. And that's possibly another reason there's so much conflict here. And delays, so many delays, so much conflict, right? The Three of Wands reversed, the Hangman reversed, the Eight of Wands reversed. Just so many delays, so much conflict. Yeah. The Five of Wands, like, it's just a lot. Good night, Iris. Yeah, there's a lot of strings attached here. A lot of power and domination that you have no control over. So self-care, just really tapping into your spirit life, is where your peace is going to come until your change comes. Until you're able to create a new environment for yourself. All right? That is your reading. It's not coming through as clear because there is a lot of domination around you. You're being cloaked in a lot of, hey, Oli Gaming, you're being cloaked in a lot of just conflict and strife and just domineering energy, okay? So that's why you've got to go inside in order to be able to shift this and to create a tower moment so that you can get out of it, okay? All right, clearing the energy here. Yes, a lot of delays for sure. Angry Cats is back. What is going on with that? Okay, y'all. You guys hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, super chats, super stickers. Okay. The list is closed. The list is closed. All right. Yeah, Angry Cats is not going away. That's what Angry Cats do. They keep coming back. What you'll do to unfold the delay is just renew your spiritual energy. Continue to work on your spirit, man, your spirit, your inside. Okay? Lots of meditation, lots of self-care, lots of inner courage. All right? Angry Cats, you just be in your own little world within a world, don't you? All right, you guys. So we have done the list. Yeah, his name matches behavior, just very erratic, ain't he? It's just like an angry cat. All right, you guys. So did you guys share the live? You hitting like and subscribe? CD, who's at the top of the list right now? Hey, you guys give me a hands up if you plan to be at the Angry Cat say you swear. Give me a hands up if you plan to be at this Friday's live for VIP night. You're very welcome, Aliu. Raise your hand if you plan to be at this Friday's live for VIP night. Okay. Erica, you're number one. Yes, CD said I do. Oh, goodness. Blessings, are you still here? Is Blessings still here? You guys, I do book personal readings, so the links for that is in the description box. Hey, Fishy. Angry Cat said, Blessings is my op. Okay, Blessings is here. Okay. All right, who else plans to be here for the Friday night VIP night? I know that's July 4th, but I'm trying to stick to my schedule, guys. Okay, Erica, you're going to be here. Awesome. Trying to stick to my schedule. Angry Cats, are you raising your hand to be here Friday for VIP night? You guys hit that. Can I at least get to 25 likes? I got 24 right now. Can I at least get to 25? Okay, you may see the fireworks. Yeah, you're probably in a different time zone, so the fireworks here won't start for like maybe 3 hours after our live. It won't get dark here until close to 9 p.m., maybe 9. VIP night, Ollie, is when members, well, anybody can join, but those who are members, they will get I do what's called a 1-card rapid fire pull. Okay, and those who are members, they get their rapid fire pull, 1-card pull at the top of the live, and then from there I do like a pick a card, or I may have other things planned, but because they're members, they get that extra night of that 1-card pull reading. Okay, and that's every first and third Fridays for that. So if you become a member, then you'll get that one. But every Sunday and Wednesday, CD put it all here. It's all here. Okay, Erica, you say you see 26. Oh, okay, Blessings put it there. Okay, so Sundays and Wednesdays, though, that's open for everybody. You got to get here early to get on the list because I take the first 5 people. Okay. I thank y'all for encouraging Angry Cats. Angry Cats react. Y'all funny. All right, Erica. So your prize was supposed to be a 3-card pull, but you already had a reading. But I can give you a spirit message from my special deck with a 3-card pull. Would you be interested in that for being the top commenter tonight, the top engagement? Angry Cats, leave Blessings alone. Blessings ain't playing with you. Okay, Erica, you said cool. Awesome. Y'all so funny. Y'all just be in these comments cutting up. Y'all need to tell people about the live, how much fun we be having over here. Can everyone, I got 16 people in the room. Can we all commit to telling at least 3 people about Umi Jua's tarot and asking them to subscribe? Angry Cats, how old are you? Angry Cats, how old are you? 13. You ain't even supposed to be here. I have this live set for 18 and up. How you get here? Where your mama now? go and do, okay, let me go and do blessings reading. Not blessings, Erica. Sorry. Those blessings keep blocking you. You just turned 13 on October 12th. So you a Libra. That's why you in here cutting up. Oh, I bet you the life of the party. Where your mama now though? All right. Hey, JR, the boss. Okay, Erica, you ready? Yeah, that's right, CD. If you guys leave comments after the live ends, that really, really helps out a lot. Okay. CD is saying at least 8 words. Okay, so you started off with the 3 of water, Erica. And this is a stream of love that you have coming from your heart. I'm gonna do a 5-card pull here. This is a very much a stream of love that you have coming in your heart. This is past energy across here. However, your sense of self-mastery was reversed for a while. The 1 of wind comes in after that, and there's a period of darkness. There was, even though the stream of love that you had is pure, the lack of self-mastery, it really brought in a dark period here. But then comes in the brother of fire, okay? This is you taking heart. This is you building yourself back. This is you coming from that dark place and shining the light on the places that were not serving you well. And it really gave you this mother of wind energy here that has helped you set sail and lift yourself beyond what your spirit even knew what was possible for you. You began a remothering process. And then the sister of wind. You came from the ashes, yes. The sister of wind is one who masters the butterflies of life and love. She gives connection and support not only to those around her, but she has taken the courage to connect to self. And she reverses this lack of self-mastery. So I'm going to put these cards up here to see if you can see these pictures. Okay, so the 4 of wind reversed here. See these butterflies? This is your self-mastery in reverse. All right. But once the brother of wind and the mother of wind, the brother of fire and the mother of wind came in, they brought about this sister of wind energy here. And can you see these butterflies here? Totally reverse that lack of self-mastery. Do you see how she commands the wind? Yes, that is you. Okay. Wow. Your spirit soars at this moment. Your spirit soars because if you see here, the mother of wind has almost the same energy as the sister. See here? You see that? Isn't that lovely? I love this. This is beautiful. So you keep working on your self-mastery. The butterfly is your guide. Awesome. So yeah, this was your reading. The butterfly is your guide. Amen. Okay. Ha! All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, I figured it was a kid, y'all, because that's why I asked what the age was, because I didn't figure that we were dealing with an adult. So, and on top of that, he's a Libra, so he's gonna be seeking attention. I have both my boys are Libras, y'all. So, both of my sons, they're both Libras. So I understand exactly what we're dealing with here. All right. You're very welcome, Erica. Okay. Let's see here. All right, guys. So we are at an hour and a half. I think that's a good. Hey, Ernest Jones. That is a good place to. Hey, Raleigh. I'm not sure if you're still here, but hello to you. Okay, so we are going to start. Thank you for the kisses, Aileen. We are going to start story time now. And like I said earlier, a lot of you going to judge me, and I can't worry about that. It's my story. It's my life. It's my truth. Nothing I can do about it. And the last time I faced a regret was when I was 17 years old, and I had the opportunity to be a personal secretary for a 2-star colonel in the U.S. Army, and fear kept me from doing it. And after that, I promised I would never do another thing that I regretted again in my life. So are there some things that I wish I had not done? Yeah. Some things I would change? Yes. Things I regret after that? No, because I hated the feeling. That is, when you get to the end of your life, that is the worst feeling that I am told that one can feel is regret. All right. Okay, so all the readings are done for tonight, and put your objective cap on, right? Because this is gonna go somewhere. So it's a story, so it needs to build, and you guys need to keep your heart open. But keep your thinking cap on, okay? The reason I never want to marry again is because the foundation for the reason is because I have been engaged. I have been proposed to 10 times. I have been engaged 7 times. And I have been married 5. True story, okay? And a lot of my friend girls ask me, or people have asked me over the years, Daphne, what you laughing at? Are you laughing at Angry Cats or are you laughing at me? But lots of women have asked me over the years, how could you get so many proposals and marriage when a lot of women can't even get one? And I, to this day, have no answer. I don't know why they be wanting to get married. I have never understood it. After my first marriage, when I met my second husband, I think we had been dating 2 months. He wanted to get married, and I was like, I just did that. I don't want to do that ever again. And 9 months later, he talked me into it. My third husband, it was the same thing. The day he met me, he was very, very persistent. Erica, you said it's my warmth. He was very persistent, and I didn't want to marry within a year. My fourth husband, worst person I ever met, maybe. He's kind of a tie between him and a foster mother I had, or some foster parents I had. But worst person I ever met, married him in a state of grief. So when they tell you don't make major decisions when you're grieving, that's the truth, okay? My fifth husband was the guy that I was telling you about, who was very, very, even though he was churchy and he did all these nice things, he was very manipulative behind the scenes and very, lots of things, okay? But all of these, angry cats, I'm gonna ask you to be quiet during story time, okay? Just, you can chill. Go find you some chicken nuggets or some pizza or something and be quiet. Oh yeah, go get your chips. Okay, so all of these proposals, these engagements, these marriages, y'all can time him out. I mean, he don't have to be here. He's not supposed to be here anyway, because where his mama and them at? All of these, I take full responsibility for the failure of. Angry cats, they gonna time you out. You just sit down and listen to the story, because it could help you in another 20 years. Who knows? I take full responsibility for the failure of them, even though clearly, they weren't all my problems. There was, infidelity. One of them had a baby on me. At least two of them were physically abusive, including my son's dad. Like it was a lot. I went through a whole lot of hell with every single one of those relationships. As far as good, peaceful relationships that I've had, that were long-term relationships or engagements or anything like that, other than the one that I'm in now, I'm trying to think of one that ended maybe because, circumstances, logistics, but it wasn't because of toxicity. I think there was a young guy named Manny from the UK. He was okay. I think, well, he went off to the Navy, so he did come back looking for me. I was already married by the time he got back, because they be trying to snatch a girl up. But so I take full responsibility, but I was not awake, and I was not aware enough to know that I literally never wanted to be married, and I typically don't thrive in relationships where there is such a heavy label on it right now. You said 24 hours. How long did you time them out? Okay. So with my current relationship, there's like not this heavy label. We just have a good understanding of the commitment that we're in. And it takes a lot of pressure off of both of us to perform a certain way. Did I take their last names every time? Husband's number 2, 3, and 5. I took their last names. But after this last one, I went back to my name, and I'll never give it up again. It's such a big part of my identity, okay? And so I never wanted to be married, and I don't thrive in heavy relationships where there's so much expectation of me to be put in a certain mold, and where the guy does not understand my nature and my personality enough to know that I'm just not going to deal with no BS. I'll put up with it. Like my last marriage, I was with him for 10 years. There was so much begging, there was so much trying, there was so much, to the point where you guys know how I told you when I'm very, very vigilant about a person, and I pour my heart into it, I do tend to get very sick, sometimes almost unto death. But I can also get very depressed. And there were many times in those relationships when I wanted to kill myself. Um, and it wasn't until I was around 48 that I came to the truth and the understanding that that was never supposed to be my life. Um, it took me having to go through that lesson over and over and over again to accept myself, to really be true and honest and say, I am not the marrying kind. I never wanted it, which is probably why I got it so many times. I don't know. Because I've never been a woman who felt like there weren't enough men in the world. I've never felt like my looks, my weight, my age, whether I was too young or too old or too skinny, too fat, too dark, too gray haired, to anything, I've never felt like that was something that would keep me from having a man if I wanted one. I have not ever felt like there are no good men out there, even though I didn't encounter a lot of good ones to be in relationships with. But maybe it wasn't that they weren't good to be in relationships with. They just weren't for me because I was never meant for that. I was never built for the traditional relationship. And so, other than the trauma that I had gone through as a child, and a lot of psychological nuances that came in as a result of that, by the time I got grown, I always thrived better as a single woman. Okay, even with my kids, like I was always happiest single. I was always healthiest. I was at my most beautiful. I reached more goals, and I had just more mental and emotional peace and balance. I had better relationships with my children and not necessarily my family, because they couldn't understand why why I couldn't just keep a man. They weren't worth keeping. Like, what's the point, right? But I did have this conversation with my sibling who asked me, this is probably about 2 years ago, when I was living in my bus. I'm just chilling. I ain't bothering nobody. Ain't nobody bothering me. And my sibling and my nephew came to visit me in my bus. I'd been in my bus probably about a year and a half at that time, and none of them had ever come to visit. But when they came to see it, and they're like, "Wow, you did all this? This is a real house." Like, they were very surprised and admired the work that had gone into it. And we were all sitting outside. I had built a campfire, and it was just really nice. And they said to me, because, hey, Amy, they knew that my last husband wanted me to come back home. And I was like, no, this is my home, right? Hey, Ming. And you guys hit that like and subscribe on your way in. They knew that this was my home. And hey, Constancia, I was not even considering that. I had been through 10 years of that, and there was nothing ever fixed or changed. So what was there to go back to? And my sibling, said, well, you'll find the right person one day. And I said, well, no, I don't ever want to be married again. I was never meant to be married, and I hope that that never happens. That nobody will try to put me in that box again. Hello, Boda. Um, and so when I said that, she said, well, you just haven't met the right one. And I said, that's not true. I said, because if you look at marriage and the state of most marriages, anybody can put up with anything they choose to put up with and stay in a marriage, right? Every day is a choice. Like, especially here in America, like some places you have to go through hurdles. You can't divorce, right? Yes, I'm from America, but here in the States, like all you got to do is have a little bit of money and breathe in the right direction and you can have a divorce. So it's all a matter of what you're willing to put up with from a person. So I could have stayed in any one of those marriages if I was willing to put up with a lot. Okay. I'm in Alabama, love. So it was just never my lot. But the reasons that I kept doing it was, number one, I was conditioned and programmed to think that that's what I was supposed to do as a woman. That if I didn't have a spouse and never got married, that I was some kind of way broken or there was something wrong with me. That if I didn't want to be married, then I'm some kind of wild, defective female. And yeah, because when I was 17 years old, yeah, and that at any cost or any expense, including my own health or mental health, that I'm supposed to want a marriage and stay in it for however long, for whatever reasons. And if I didn't do that, then again, I'm a problem. I'm wrong. There's something wrong with me. And it was all conditioning and programming through media, through religion, through socialization. And the number one song on the radio when I was 17 was this song called No Pain, No Gain. And I think her name is it Betty Wright or something like that? And it was something about a piece of man is better than no man at all and all this kind of stuff. That's the kind of conditioning and programming that I had. And not to mention the church, and not to mention the social circles, that I was in. It was all very much conditioning, but had I known when I was around 12 years old, when I started like really considering and looking around at like relationships and stuff, and by the time I was 16, I deep down in my soul, I knew it wasn't something that I wanted. But it's like there must be something wrong with me. I'm defective, so I gotta, just be whatever a woman is supposed to be. If I want to be accepted, if I want to be happy, and I never was unless I was single, or unless I was in a relationship or connection, I call it, that didn't have a lot of pressure. Where I was not pressured to conform or to, be domesticated. I never even took, home economics in school because I never wanted to be domesticated. I just didn't. I've been working since I was 8 years old. I had my first business when I was 12. Hey, Queen Soul. No, my first, I actually met my two sons. I met their dad when I was 17. We never married. My first marriage was at 21. So yeah, I was 21. Um, but yeah, it was it was just a revelation for me at 48 to wake up and be like, I just need to be real with myself. Hey, Gypsy Red. Yeah, I just need to be real with myself. Um, it was just it never made me happy. You guys, you can still leave super chats and super stickers, okay? And don't forget to hit that like on your way in, the subscribe button if you haven't already. Yeah, 21 is very young. Hey, Gina. I was thinking about you the other day. I noticed that you had left a super chat, and I must have missed it in the live. So I wanted to thank you. So I'm glad you're here. So I just want to say thank you for that. Um, but yeah. So why did I keep saying yes? Because I guess deep down in my soul, I kept thinking, well, if I can just make one of them work, then that means I'm not broken. That means I'm not defective, right? If I can just make one of them work, then that means, you know, it actually is meant to be, and I am a real woman. Okay. um, but I think also on the flip side of that, because I never accepted myself and didn't have a lot of self-love because of trauma, I was very confident when it came to like how I carried myself and my ambitions and my drive and things like that when I wasn't suffering from depression. Okay. um but I didn't have this deep down self-love. I didn't have this knowing of God in me, God with me. I hadn't had an awakening. So I know now that I was probably picking all those guys because I knew it wouldn't work, because they were not husbands. They were just people who wanted me just for whatever. I still can't figure out what it is, y'all. And then, some people say it's because the cookie good. But a couple of them, I didn't give them no cookie before marriage. So it wasn't that. My last husband, we didn't even kiss until we were at the altar. We never even shared a first kiss before that. Blessings, you say you won't do it again? Yeah. So I have stopped trying to figure out why. And the guys that I date before I met, my current lover, I just let them know up front, I'm not doing the marriage thing, and I'm not domesticated. Even if we're dating, you can't count on me to be cooking all the time. I'm not going to do your laundry. I'm not going to clean your apartment. I'm not going to be at your every beck and call. I have things I like to do. I need my alone time. I have goals and ambitions that my full energy and attention, it won't be on you. And a lot of them say they can handle it until they realize it's real. Now, can I be in a committed relationship? Yes. I actually, and I mentioned this before, believe that you choose commitment, right? And you choose it every day. You choose yourself, you choose your person, you choose righteousness every single day. Yes, golden era, Queen Soul. Every single day. And it carries more weight to me. This may not be for everybody, but to me, it carries more weight when you can do that without having a contract, a ring, a piece of paper saying you must be committed to me and you must do right by me. Okay. Amen, Daphne. Yeah, it's like going through hell, literally. Being in a toxic relationship, period. But to be in one where you're married, you can't just up and just go do your own thing. You've got to go through all kind of hurdles and hoops to get out of this relationship, you know. And I'm not willing to go through hurdles and hoops in a relationship, nor to get out of one. Um, so I think that's why both my current lover and I click so well. With him being way younger, like his mind isn't really on that, but I don't think it's really just his age. I think it's just part of his personality that he's not really considering, like he's not in no rush to be anybody's everything, and neither am I. So we really click really well in that regard. And people often say to me, oh, because he's younger, do you worry about him leaving you? Probably no more than he worries about me leaving him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't have a scarcity mindset when it comes to men. If I can get him, I can get another one. If I got those, I can get they're everywhere. Men are everywhere. There's not like a scarcity like people are saying. I see men every time I walk out the door. So, yeah, are some of them bad guys? Are some of them married? Are some of them, yeah, but not all of them. So, and I don't, it's like I'm a friendly person. I'm going to say, hey, if somebody catches my eye, you said for you, they are LOL. My sister won't, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Is anybody talking to me? Y'all talking to each other? Okay, so that is why I will never marry again. All right. And, and let me just say this. I have nothing against marriage. I am not telling anybody else not to marry, never to get married. No. It can be very beautiful for the people who want it and who can thrive in it. I am not a person who has ever been able to thrive not only in marriage, but in relationships where I am confined to boxes and labels. Okay, so that's why I tell you guys, don't label yourself. Like, I understand that, we do have our zodiac signs and they do have some influence, but if you let that rule too much of your life, then you put yourself in positions in ways that you can't broaden who you are, outside of that. It's the same with sexuality, you can't make your whole identity, your sexuality. You can't make your whole identity your religion. You can't make your whole identity your zodiac sign, your job, your children. You can't make that your whole identity because, again, it narrows the scope of how high you can go as your true self and your purest self. Okay. And I feel so free now that I have come to allow myself that truth. And so grateful that once I came to terms with that, I sat with it for a while and I began to build up my own self-love and to love myself the way I would want a lover to love me, and that's to let me be free and to let me love on you in the ways that's good for both of us, but at the same time nurture and take care of myself and give myself the best things without looking for that from you, except to be respectful and kind and open the door for you to be generous and loving to me the same way I want to be to you. And it took a while to first settle into the fact that this is really what I want. I've always wanted a lover. I've never wanted a husband. And so that's what I have now, and I'm grateful for it. And I don't worry about it going away. Will I be hurt? Of course. I have a heart. I do care deeply for him. And blessings, you say you don't blame her boyfriend. I do care deeply for him, and I do think we would both hurt very badly if the relationship ends. But I do think, just based on our personality types, the past that we've had, and the things we want for ourselves, the peace that we want, it would probably be tough for a while, but we would both survive the breakup, and we would still have our hearts open and be able to draw that love again if that's something that we want to try in the future with someone else. Okay. So that is story time, guys. We just reached 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'm seeing 33 likes. Can we get to 35? Who's anybody here who has not hit that like or that subscribe button? I'm trying to go back and see the comments. Okay. All right, guys. So I would love your feedback. Okay. Who's judging? Who's not judging? Who's understanding? What are your thoughts, you guys? Let's get some feedback so we can all go find something to do with ourselves. What the heck they make this package out of? Oh, wait. That is story time. Gina, sometimes I think it's okay to judge if it has something to do with you personally, right? But if it's just in general, it really ain't no point to it, because it doesn't change. It doesn't really change your life to judge other people where the situation doesn't directly affect you. Yeah, that's right, Erica. It did make me who I am now. It gave me. It was a long road to get to the realization of who I really am and what I really want out of life. I had to learn the hard way, but I'm glad I didn't get to 80. Me and J-Lo ain't got nothing on me. J-Lo ain't got nothing on me. She wish. Somebody tag her. Tag J-Lo, tell her to come to the live. No, J-Lo doing her thing, because at least she had the good sense, with the exception of that dancer she married. At least she had the good sense to marry rich. I didn't. Hey, Julia, welcome back. CD, I'm so strong, girl. Sometimes I don't know. You said minding your own business helped you a lot. And do. Gina, I like to analyze people too. Thank you, Julia. I really thought everybody was gonna laugh at my hair tonight. I got a lot of compliments on that. So I don't know if you guys remember, there was a girl who came in the live who was asking me about a guy that she was in love with who was in prison. And I got that very bad energy that came through about him. Thank you, Queen Soul. I've often wondered about that girl since then. Thank you. I feel beautiful. I don't know how to pronounce your name. CD, you say you can see that I'm strong. But I've worried about that girl since then. Did she continue with that relationship? But I don't remember her name. But I don't know if you guys remember me telling her, because she was saying that, Daphne, you remember? It may be blessings. You said I tapped out of your reading that day, Daphne. I'm sorry. But I don't know if you guys, she was saying that she's 40 and she wants to be married. And I don't know if y'all remember me telling her that when you stop wanting a husband, that's when you'll get one. I think I kind of believe that sometimes, you know. And I think that comes from the art of or law of detachment, you know. Yeah, blessings. It took you a couple days to recover. That was a deep live right there. Very deep. Yeah, but healthy detachment and not having a scarcity mindset, not so much concerning yourself with I want. Hey, Levant from Turkey. Oh, no, CD, you don't have to go back and find it. I just wanted to see if y'all remembered that so I can make this point about being, you know, I think the people call it nowadays being thirsty or whatever. But that's kind of a derogatory term when it comes to love, because some people just want it and need it so bad, you know. So I really hope she took heed. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. So remember, Friday night, I will be here. I'm not sure how many of you are coming, but Friday night, 6 p.m., first and third Friday, VIP night. So if you're a member, you get top dibs on that one card draw at the top of the hour. And then we will go into our pick a card. I got fun cards for pick a card, y'all. You know, we did the 5 elements last time, but I got fun cards. Oh, I'm also going to be running a flash sale for 24 hours that day. So get your coins together. I'm going to be doing it for $45 again. I'm knocking $20 off. So get your coins together, get your $45 together. And unless you want to book a reading for full price before then, honey, I ain't going to stop you. Okay. But I will be running another flash sale that will start at the live Friday, and it'll run for 24 hours. Okay. So that's your Independence Day flash sale. All right. On personal readings. Okay. And don't forget to leave comments on this live when it ends. Okay. 8 words or more. That helps me out. I'm really trying to grow and boost my channel. We're at over 1,800 subscribers, guys. Did y'all notice that? I'm excited. We're getting there. See our silver play button? We're getting there sooner rather than later, aren't we? All right. So we're going to let CD go get some rest. Daphne, I have been trying to work with them folks at YouTube I don't even think they know what they're doing over there with them members only lives. I don't think it's me. So that's why I'm doing the VIP thing. I actually was messaging with them today about that and something else. And they keep telling me the same stuff that ain't working. So we just gonna do priority for members only to answer your question. Oh, Blessings thirsty. Well, what you're talking about is called a thirst trap, where they post revealing pictures and stuff of their bodies. It's a thirst trap for the thirsty people who would want them, I guess. Okay. Let's see. What did Queen Soul say? Oh, okay. That's right, Queen Soul. It's desperation. That's the other word for thirsty. All right. Okay, you guys. So we are... It's all good, Blessings. You ain't missing nothing. It's just another way for us to be judging people. All right. Good night, Daphne. Thank you guys for listening to my story time. And we'll pick another one next week or next... What is today? Wednesday? So I'm not sure about doing a story time Friday, but I'll do one definitely Sunday. All right. You say you thought I was Samuel L. Jackson? I wouldn't mind being him if I could have his money. Yeah, it was a fun live, wasn't it, Daphne? Thank you, Julia. May God see you through as well. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate you listening. We made it to 35 likes. Yay. I appreciate you guys. Blessings be bringing down the hammer. Blessings don't play. Okay, yay, 36 now. All right, that's right, CD. Friday, 6 p.m. Central. Okie dokie. All right. So, I am Jua, and you have been read. I had a great time. CD, let me give him a hug. Ooh. Ooh, wee. Yeah, that's a good hug right there. And Blessings. A barrage of kisses to you, my love. Little Kurdish pit bull. I can see it. Okay, everyone. Don't forget to leave your comments when the live ends, okay? And you can share it still, too. You can share it via email or on your... That's right, Queen Soul. Nothing like self-love. Thanks for the flowers, Julia. Also, you guys comment on it, and you can share it via email, text message, or on your socials, okay? All right. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great night.